The more the priests increased, the more they sinned against me. Their dignity I will turn into disgrace? Isn't an increase in priests supposed to be a good thing? How could this lead to more sin against God? The mystery unfolds as we delve deeper into the chapter. The primary source of livelihood for the priests at that time was, superficially, from the offerings of the people. In other words, the more the people sinned, the higher the chance of sin offerings, and the richer the priests became. Hence the verse, "They feed on the sins of my people and relish their wickedness." Hosea 4:8. Who wouldn't want a job that comes with high status and easy money? Thus, more and more people wanted to join the priesthood. This led to another result. They eat but are not satisfied. The competition was too fierce. Of course, this is what it looks like from an outsider's perspective. The biblical answer is, they eat but are not satisfied. They commit adultery but increase not, for they have forsaken the Lord, not following his commands. Hosea 4:10. What happens when this state of affairs continues for a long time? The prophet tells us there will be two results. One is adultery and wine and new wine take away the heart. The other is, my people consult their wooden idol and their diviner's wand informs them. For a spirit of harlotry has led them astray. They have played the harlot, departing from their God. Hosea 4:12. When people put material wealth first, and the leaders do the same, what can the common people do? As the old saying goes, if the father does not teach, it's his fault. If the teacher is not strict, it's his laziness. No wonder when God holds people accountable, the religious leaders are the first to be confronted. The second result is also easy to understand. When people face problems, they turn to these prophets and priests for solutions. But these religious leaders, separated from God by their own sins, don't know the answers and can only deceive the people. People are not fools and won't be fooled for long. Hence, they start to seek help wherever they can find it. Of course, there's another crucial reason. A spirit of prostitution leads them astray. They are unfaithful to their God. Hosea 4:12b. So we have this lively scene. They sacrifice on the mountaintops and burn offerings on the hills under oak, poplar and terebinth, where the shade is pleasant. Therefore your daughters turn to prostitution and your daughters-in-law to adultery. Hosea 4:13. In fact, the phenomenon in Hosea's era is not unique to that time. The religious world today is also not optimistic. According to big data statistics, the number of theology graduates is increasing, but the number of churches worldwide is declining rapidly. Many religious workers pay little attention to the sins of God's people. Instead, they are keen on donations, building churches and other image projects. Their personal lifestyles leave much to be desired, a phenomenon that is not much different from Hosea's era. Many churches are the same, often hosting various activities. Anything that can attract people, as long as it's not too excessive, can be found in the church. They claim their only goal is to spread the gospel. Of course, people see only the surface, but Jehovah examines the heart. There's a verse I particularly like. "O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You understand my thought from afar. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my anxious thoughts." Psalm 139, 1, 2, 23. To summarize, Hosea 4 warns us about the dangers of misplaced priorities and superficial faith. It reminds us to maintain genuine and humble devotion to God, and not to be swayed by the allure of worldly gains. Above all, it underscores the truth that God sees and knows all, examining our hearts and our actions. No amount of outward appearances can deceive him. We must strive to live righteously, not just for the world to see, but for God who sees and knows all.